Fighting games, controls, skill ceilings, combos, all the above, and for Riot Games, they've already announced that Project L is going to be going with more of a simple control scheme. However, they also said, courtesy of the Cannon brothers, this very important thing to keep in mind.
This isn't about building a game where new players have a chance to beat the pros. It's about unlocking the fun at all skill levels.
Now this is very important because one of the first things a bunch of people like to say when a fighting game announces that it's going to have some simple control options or a simple control scheme is that it might be too quote-unquote noob friendly, and that someone who's more adept at a fighting game won't actually be able to show that type of stuff off, and that a game itself might not be all that competitive. Which is a valid point, but then there's the other side of that for people who may not be all that much into fighting games, literally just see a property with characters that they know and love, want to try it out, do some cool stuff on the screen, and have a good time with their friends. Take games like Dragon Ball FighterZ and even Ultimate Marvel 3, which literally had auto combo options, but also had a lot more under the surface for people who wanted to get better at the game and really learn some more advanced combos. Even a game like Street Fighter, which has influenced the genre for decades with its infamous Dragon Punch motion, aka Z motion as I like to call it, has controls that are easy for some, but also hard for many others, which has led even Capcom to adopt a limited simple controls option for Street Fighter 6, which again initially a lot of people were very cautious about to see what the difference was, but of course with the beta people are already cracking it wide open and finding the more advanced stuff that people that choose the simple controls option will never be able to execute, so the skill gap is still there. Now as for Project L, all that we've seen so far is that it's apparently going to have one button special moves. However, if you combine that with a direction or another attack button at the same time, it'll make your character do something different. Now we don't know yet as far as how many special attack buttons or attack buttons in general that each character is going to have, and then of course with assist buttons too, but this seems to be the basis of what Project L's controls are going to be like. One of the games that comes to mind in comparison is Power Rangers, which also had one button special moves, didn't have Dragon Punch motions or any of that, and people thought it was just going to be some simple game with not much depth. However, ended up having touch of death combos, loops, and a lot more advanced things that people ended up finding out, and even has a small tournament scene. So for Project L, I do understand Riot Games' decision to go with a more simple control scheme, considering the popularity that is the League of Legends IP and the League of Legends characters, because there is going to be a lot of people trying this game out, and if the game is just way too hard or advanced for people to pick up and have a good time, they're going to leave, they're going to drop it, and that's not great for the player base and the success that Riot, I'm sure, wants Project L to have. But at the same time, I do believe Project L is going to have the depth, skill ceiling, and combo options that a bunch of people look for in a more competitive fighting game also. But as for me, that is going to be it. I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like it and subscribe to the channel. There's always much more content on the way, and I'll see y'all later.